What's Warren Buffett got to do with West Virginia and these folks? The world's 10th richest man owns the company where they work, Special Metals in Huntington, West Virginia, where 450 workers have been on strike since October 1st. Here's Chad Thompson, president of United Steelworkers Local 40.
Until now, they've never came after our insurance and stuff like this. We're not asking for anything, outrageous, than what we've asked for or what we've got, what we've signed contracts for previous. We also don't want to pay $1,000 or $1,100 a month for our insurance either. And when we're paying, $300 now, with that kind of increase, you just can't go back for that. You can't. I think it would break a lot of families. I mean, they'd have to, scale down in vehicles or houses or, kids going to college or, the things they're doing, drop out on vacations, scale down on that to be able to just afford health insurance. And I don't think that's right.
Special Metals is the largest factory of its kind in the world. They make the parts that keep our airplanes from falling out of the sky. It is highly skilled, very tough work.
I mean, it's dangerous. It's, you're dealing with hot metal and, everything's big and hot. You got to pay attention, and that's why everybody's qualified, and, you have training and we stick to it.
The company hired unexperienced scab workers to try and continue operation. Some quit after a couple weeks, others left in ambulances after accidents, and at least one manager FaceTimed a striking worker about how to operate one of the machines.
You make sure the company tries to stick to, if there's a break-in time or a training period on a piece of equipment or a job, we make sure that the guys get that training and that the guy signed off on it and understands the process so he don't get hurt or hurt somebody else or hurt the equipment or kill the product,
The things made here are key parts of our economy, which is why Warren Buffett bought Special Metals' parent company in 2015 for $37 billion. It's the most that the Oracle of Omaha has ever paid for a company. Buffett's wealth has increased $34.5 billion over the pandemic, and his company that owns Special Metals posted $6.5 billion in profits last quarter. But the workers who help make his money, they're going to feel the pinch right around Christmas time. Because while the union has offered to negotiate around the clock, Special Metals hasn't changed its hardline initial offer and hasn't scheduled a bargaining session until just days before Christmas.
This time of year is hard to be on strike, especially with, families, people have kids and stuff. You don't go out on strike right before Christmas unless it's, unless it's needed. People just don't do this on a whim or just because, like I said, they want hot tubs in their break room or some kind of shit. It's serious. It's justified.
The fight for more and better isn't just happening at Special Metals. It's happening all over the country and right down the street. 1,000 workers at Cabell Huntington Hospital went on strike November 3rd, bringing the recent number of striking workers here to 1,500 people. That's a lot of families for a town of 46,000 folks. What's going on in Huntington? Why so many people on strike?
I guess all the companies got together and decided they were going to, not respect their employees and want them to take everything.
But the community is stepping up to support each other.
As you can tell, the community's been great. They every day there's people out of the community or businesses bringing food in and, everything from diapers, cat food, dog food, all 9 yards. And they've, contributed money to the Strike of the Feds Fund here. So the community businesses right here stepped up awesome. We can't thank them enough.
Huntington is just the latest town where we are all deciding what kind of future we want. Does Warren Buffett need more money to keep presents under the tree? Probably not. But a little would go a long way for these workers.
We're not wanting to, get rich. We're not going to. It's just, you don't get rich work for somebody else. It's just, everybody knows that. But just be fair. Pay the guys what they're worth. A reasonable, fair raise. Don't mess with our insurance and, our vacation where we, guys can have time off spent with their families and give us a safe place to work. Then we'll go up there like we always have and we'll put the metal out the door.